Okay, so hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about Huffman encoding. So perhaps you have an idea about this already since you have discussed this in your ComSci 123 or had this as a laboratory exercise in your ComSci 123 under Sir JP last semester. Okay, so anyway, let us continue. So Huffman encoding is one of the greedy algorithms that I'm going to discuss. However, why is it greedy? So if you remember in Huffman encoding, we have it's a way to compress information or text, right? So we count the number of characters in a file, and then we have frequencies. We have a mapping. So for each character, we have its frequency. Okay, the greedy step would be to pick the two characters or nodes with the lowest na number of frequencies or occurrences. And then we are going to combine them into a new na node until in which the frequency of that node will be the sum of the two that we have combined. Okay. So, and then we add this a node back into the list of nodes. So, what we do is we repeatedly do it until such time that there is only one node left, in which that would be the root of the Huffman tree. So, why is it greedy? Because for every iteration, we make the best at the moment choice without really considering the past steps. We just take the two na minimum na the local na optimal choices would be selecting the two na minimal na frequencies. Okay. So the output of the Huffman will be a tree in which now we can have the we can then from that tree we can form the encoding for each na character. Okay, again, it builds the optimal na prefix code for data compression by making a series of locally optimally greedy choices at each step, in which with Huffman, it's just selecting the two minimum na frequencies. Okay, so okay, so how is it the text compression different from data na compression in general. So in on a computer, so when we change the representation of a file so that it takes less space to store or less time to transmit, then that's data na compression. Okay, so this on the other hand is an example of text na compression. So it's if you read this, what can you notice? Diba, we have removed all the vowels. So if you read the whole statement, so it's an example of a lossy algorithm for compressing text would be to remove all the vowels. But then we don't want this. We don't like this because as much as possible, we want to retain information and removing the vowels. And if we want to like decode it or the compressed na data, it might lead to ambiguous na outputs. Okay. So anyway, before we discuss Huffman encoding, so let me ask you a question first. So how do we represent data in a binary? Diba? Um, how does your computer accept data? Diba? It's also in binary. So, paano ba tayo mag-represent ng data in binary? So, the historical solution would be to use a fixed length na encoding. So, in which na for every symbol, it's being represented by a unique binary string of a fixed length. So, for example, if we have an ASCII, so every character that we have is represented by a 7-bit na code. So this is an example. If we have alphabet or the characters A to up to Z, so each of the character is represented by 7 bits. And if we have a string AABCAA, so this would be how it would be represented in binary. Okay, so we just create a mapping of the character with this list. Okay, so that's very easy to trace. And then the question is, if that's how we represent our data in binary, what do you think will be the total na space usage in bits? So assuming that you have an L-bit fixed length na code, so let's say 7, if let's say in ASCII, every character has a length of 7 in the bit code of each character is 7. And then we have a file which contains n na characters. So that means that we need a total of n times l na bits. Okay, say that the length is 7, and then we have 5 characters, for example. Then essentially we just need 35 na bits. Okay, so can we possibly do better than this? So if you remember, what we want is to compress the text, and yung consequence yan would be to less memory na space na usage. So instead of having a fixed length na code, one way to decrease the space usage in bits would be to use variable na length na code. So the idea here is that in order for us to save space, we use na fewer bits for uh, frequent na characters and more bits for rare characters. For example, if A is occurring a lot of times, more than B and then C, then A should have a shorter na bit na representation. Okay. So example, we have an alphabet of 3 symbols, A, B, and then C. So each of this na character or each of this symbol is represented by 2 bits. Okay. We have 2 bits for A, 2 bits for B, and 2 bits for C. Okay? So if we have 1,000,000 na characters rather, then what we're gonna have, or ano ba yung total na space usage in bits na kailangan natin? That would be 2 million. So that's just the 1 million characters times the 2 bits na length na code. So okay, ano naman yung variable length code? So for example, meron tayong frequency distribution of the characters. So A occurs, so we have a file. It contains A, B, and then C. So am I still recording here? And then stop recording. Okay. Share. So if we have A here, which occurs 999,000 times, and then B and C, which occur 500 times only. So if we encode it, so A will have a shorter na length na code compared to B and C, which has two na length. Okay, so why is that the case, or how does it save space? So for the fixed code in which na every na character that we have is represented by 2 bits, and tapos meron tayong 1 million, we need 2 million na total na bits na kailangan. Pero with the variable na coding, so if ang A na to that occurs 999,000 times, so, tapos, one lang yung code niya. One lang yung length niya. Tapos, yung B and then C, and then represented by 2 bits. So, this is how we compute. So, 999,000 times 1, 500 for B times 2, 500 for C times 2. So, we need only a total of 1 million, 1,000 bits. So we have saved almost 15 na percent. Okay. So with the fixed length na code, it's very easy to decode because we have let's say when we say decode, from the binary na characters na ito, we are going to convert it back into the original na character. So let's say we have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, blah, 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 until 1, 0 here. So how do we convert it back into characters na A, B, C? So sa fixed length, easy lang siya. We just have to put a division in after every na length na 2. Diba? So for example, we put a division here. So 0, 0 maps into A, 0, 0 maps into A as well, 0, 1 maps into B, tapos pag 1, 0 it maps into C. So it's very easy. However, with the variable na length code, how do we decode exactly? Diba? Na-remember nyo pa ba? So, in a variable length code, we use an idea called the prefix code, where no code is a prefix of another. So, for example, if A is equal to 0, and then B is equal to 1, 0, and then C is equal to 1, 1, So none of the above codes is a prefix of another. So for example, um, A is zero. A is encoded as zero, diba? So that means nga B cannot be zero one kasi yung zero, which is an encoding for A, is a prefix of zero one. That's why na hindi siya pwedeng maging encoding. So what I'm saying is if every na code that we have cannot be prefix of another. Okay. So, for example, if we have this, and then this is how we are going to, if we have this binary na string, this is how we encode it back into the characters. Okay. So, paano ba natin to gawin? Sige, isa-isahin natin yung half man. Okay. So, we consider a binary tree. For example, this one. Let's say ito na yung nabuo natin na binary tree. Okay? So, itong si A, yung may pinakamaraming frequencies, it's closer into the root. Okay? And then yung B and C, which have lesser na frequencies, will be farther away from the root. Okay? And then we are going to build a binary tree. So if it's zero, then you go left. So if one naman, then you go right. Okay? So for example, if meron kang character na 0, 0, 1. So what would be the decoding nito? So if 0, you move to the left. So that would be A. So, leaf na siya. So, wala na siyang pupunta na iba. A. The second na zero, still, dito ka pa rin sa A. So, every time na makita ka ng leaf, balik ka ulit sa root, tapos dun ka uh, mag-traverse ka ulit. So, let's say zero, so move to the left. So, may nakita ng leaf. So, we list that A. Tapos, the second zero, we move again from the root into a left turn ulit. That's another A. Tapos, um, let's say 0, 0, 1, 0. So, ang next would be 1, 0. So, next is 1. So, you move to the right. Tapos, move to may nakita ka ulit na 0, then you move to the left. So, that's B. So, 0, 0, 1, 0, that's essentially AA, tapos B, yung representation niya. Okay? So, consider the paths from the root of each leaves A, B, C, D. So, pag pupunta ka from A, so that's 0. And then pag B, it's 1, 0. Pag C, it's 1, 1, 0. And then pag D, it's 1, 1, 1. Then you can see na prefix code sila since each of the leaves has a path ending in it without continuation. So if the tree is full, then we are not really wasting bits here. And we make sure that the more frequent symbols are root, closer into the root. So they will have a lesser na length. Okay? So this is the greedy algorithm again. So we consider all the pairs, the frequency, and also the symbol. And then we choose the two lowest na frequencies, make them brothers with the root having the combined frequency. And then we will iterate until we are left with one node, which is the root of the Huffman tree. Okay? So if we have, let's say, A, B, C, D. So, ito yung frequency table niya. So, isang file, A occurs 10 times, B occurs 20 times, C occurs 30 times, D 40, E 50, and then F 60. So, total na file length here is 210, okay? So, what we're going to do first is we are going to sort the letters or the characters or the symbols by frequency in ascending order. And then with the greedy is that we are going to combine the two nodes with the lowest frequency. So in this case, it's A and then B. And then we set that into X, let's say. And so the bagong frequency ni X would be the sum of A and then B na frequencies, which is now 30. And then next is we are going to sort again. So sort again this whole this trees, kumbaga. So now the two lowest is 30 and 30. So we combine them into one, and then we have, let's say, another node here combining the frequency of X and also C, in which X contains A and then B. So it's now 60. Okay. Next is we are going to do sorting again. So this 60 should be found here, right? Or here. So this would be how we sort it. So now we have 40, 50, 60, and then 60. And then we combine the two with the minimum frequencies again. So in this case, that's D and then E. So combine. Okay, so we have a new node here which contains 9, which has 19 a frequency. Then sort again. So this is how it's gonna be sorted. And then two minimum frequencies would be Y and then F. So combine into one, then sort again, and then combine again. So now every time we go left, we label we make a left turn, that would be zero. But every time we make a right turn, that would be one. So in this case, it's a 0, 1. So left 0, right 1, then 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay. So now how do we represent the characters here using uh, the tree that we have created? What would be the Huffman codes? In this case, the A here is here. Okay, so and how do we trace that? So we start from the root, so that is 1, and then go to the left 0, and then 0, and then 0. So that would be 1, 0, 0, 0 for A, and then for B that would be 1, 0, 0, and then 1, and then for D, that's here. Where's D here? So 0 and then 0. For E, it's 0, 1. For F, it's where is F here? So it's 1, 1. So now the file size would be a total of 510. So for A, that's 10 times 4 because A occurs 10 times. So times 4 na length ni A. So that's 40. So B occurs 20 times. So that's 20 times yung length ni B, which is 4, since it's 1001. So for C, C occurs 30 times 3, since ang length ni C is 3. So 101 siya. So length ni D is 40. No, no, no. Ang frequency ni D is 40 times 2 na length niya. And then E has a frequency of 50 times 2. And then F has a frequency of 60 times 2 as well. So we have a total of 510 bits. So kung fixed length code, for example, yung gagamitin natin, let's say for every character, meron siyang 3 bits na kailangan. So if we have 3 bits for 6 na characters, and then if we have a file that has 210 characters, then we essentially need 630 na bits for the file if fixed na every character meron siyang 3 bits. But with the Huffman code, nakasave tayo ng kaunti. So, it only requires 510 bits for the file kasi nga, yung A at saka B natin for yung length niya. Kasi A and B naman has the least na number of frequencies. And then, yung D and then E and then F, which has merong maraming frequencies, then essentially sila yung shorter na bits. So, ayun, nakasave tayo ng um, space. Okay. So formally, the algorithm is that we initialize the trees of a single node each, and then we keep the roots of all subtrees in a priority na a queue. Then we are going to iterate until only one tree is left. And then we merge the two smallest frequency subtrees into a single subtree with two children and insert into a priority queue. So more formally, ito yung algorithm niya. So suppose that we have C here, which contains um, yung characters natin. So N, that would be the uh, number of the characters. And then let's say Q, ito yung sa priority queue natin. So for I is equal to 1 to N minus 1, 2. So this is where we do the half man. So ubusin natin siya until such time na isa na lang yung 3 na mamimake natin. Okay? So we allocate a new node Z. We have a new node Z and then, 'di ba? So pero pag meron tayong isang node, meron siyang left at saka sa right. Yung sa left ni node na Z, that would be yung first minimum na kukunin natin. So, tatanggalin natin siya sa queue natin. Tapos, attach natin siya sa Z. Tapos, sa right naman ni Z, that would be the second na minimum. So, ano yung, kung si Z na to, yung bagong node na yon, magiging frequency niya would be the sum ng first na uh, node na merong pinakamababa na frequency tapos yung this one naman that would be the frequency of the um second na character na may pinakamababa na frequency. Okay? And then we are going to insert in our priority queue the node that we have created. Okay? And then we are just going to continue on iterating until such time na isa na lang yung magiging tree natin. So the total na algorithm na time here